Good morning, good morning, good morning. Wow, beautiful day again today. You can see blue skies, absolutely clear of clouds from what my view is out the window. And it's a gorgeous blue sky, sunshine, not even a whiff of breeze. It's actually really, really calm. So unusual, but we are in spring and it is starting that drift into a summer. It's wonderful weather, so hopefully the day continues along that vein today at least, mainly because I've got some washing to do as well as go to work, etc., etc. There's always something to do, isn't there? Now, I'm Boundy, Psychic Medium, bringing you the daily Lenormand card spread reading. And I'm going to say hello to Michelle straight away because I can see that she's there in Instagram land. And I'm not sure that I'm going to have too many this early, but the Tuesday morning, Wednesday morning, it's going to be closer to this 7:30 in Port Elliot, South Australia, as in Adelaide time. So it could be a wee early for you wherever you are, or it could be later, who knows. We are a global world, aren't we? We're here for the cards, so tune into your psychic senses and connect with your spirit guides as I take you over to the cards. Let's have a look. Now, I forgot my pointer today, so I haven't got my iPad in here. So I'll use my letter opener. Here we go, that gorgeous letter opener that one of those, I wouldn't say relics of the past, but it's almost getting to that point because we don't have as many letters to open as we used to, bills either. Everything seems to be electronic. But this used to be my dad's, and I have a funny feeling it used to be his dad's, etc. So I don't know how old it goes back to, but it's a gorgeous pointer. What we have is the Gilded Breviary Lenormand deck here. That's by Ciro Marchetti. I love it, will always love it, as one of my first Lenormand decks that I ever purchased because I love the artwork. That's what attracted me to it in the first place, because I do use the Gilded Tarot, which is also a deck by Ciro Marchetti. I'm using the expanded edition. We do have one of the cards from that deck, from the expanded area of the deck, sorry. Now, what we've got is the stars in the home space. We've got the moon as the overall theme, and we have the compass in our workspace. So that's the general gist of what we've got today. The Instagram people can see the three cards, not the deck cover. And I'm going to hold up our card. The wisdom we have today is with love. Oh, I love this card because really, we use the word love so lightly in our lives these days and I'm pretty sure it's a lot to do with what started as being film, as in the movies, the books we read, all of that we have it being spread so, well, thinly. It's been spread so prolifically as the different arenas of romantic love and all sorts. This is speaking about that unconditional with love, agape. So I love it. I do feel and like to think that my way of living how I do is with unconditional love. I try. I keep moving through and trying. What more can we do but being our best as we live our life? Here we go. I'm going to zoom into the cards now. Here we go for the three that we are focusing on, of course. It is starting with the moon card. And hi to Jason, who is on the Instagram as well. I can see you there. Lovely to acknowledge people as they pop in as much as I can. And that actually does come up with the hello from the Instagram. Now, I wasn't quite sure that was doing that before. You never know with the technology, do you? We also have Shawana, who is here from a Facebook, one of the Facebook destinations. Hi to you, Shawana. And Fiona, good morning, Ros Gurley, and all around with those beautiful emojis. Thank you so much, Fiona, for popping in. And it is a bit earlier than usual. So, with the moon, what can we say about the moon? We do have this, we had one of our readings very recently, whether it was yesterday or the day before, that was very cosmic. All of it was to do with the sky, the clouds. It was actually the clouds, the stars and the moon. What we've got here though with the moon and the stars together is still that continuity of a trend at the moment. We really are feeling that energy of what is the bigger picture of the moon. The moon goes through cycles. It is an important energy from our skies. It's the one that is closest to us as far as Earth goes because it does orbit Earth. If you look at what this device here is, it's a form of a planetarium, I think is what they're called. And it's on that aspect of where you can see this wheel here, that is the astrology wheel. I'm sort of reading these together, I know. But you see this one that's on that horizontal, instead of what we're seeing the vertical there, we've got the horizontal here with the, sorry, the horizontal, I was holding it the wrong way. Horizontal, I'm trying to see my picture there in the small up here. Here. That is a zodiac wheel, I think, that's represented there on that flat aspect with where the planets might be aligned along that, as we might see our chart. If we stood over that in the position of where the moon is, we would possibly see this type of a look, except this part would be the little planets lined up in the way that they would be in that snapshot of time. Okay, what we are in at the moment is a snapshot of time, and we are in whatever particular cycle we're in with the moon, which I still haven't gotten on to where we're at with that. I don't have a calendar up that states where the moon cycles are or anything. I probably need to do that, since we do have this happen quite frequently where I'm referencing the cycles. We know too that that the woman's cycle, life cycle, rotates a bit around those middle ages of from the puberty to the menopause of cycles, and what occurs as far as our bodies go. We've got that absolute physical aspect of the reminder of the cycles of life and how we do go round in those processes that gives us the energies, the waxing, waning. Waxing is from the I'm just trying to think, from the new moon up to the full moon is the waxing, and then it's the waning from the new full moon back to the new moon. It brings those cycles of energy that create momentum, that really keep us in line with the natural way of how life moves forward, as our seasons do, as the tides do. All these are influenced by that moon energy. So at the moment, if you're feeling a little bit up in the air and like things aren't quite as clear as you'd like them to be, spend some time today just to realign and clarify. Here we've got a compass connecting as well, to really regain our sense of being in the space we're in. And then realign to find our direction. Okay, so with the theme, it is gaining what we can see from the moonlight energy, that softer energy, that softer light that brings us caring, compassion and understanding at the deeper, from the shadow to the light type energy that we can tap into today. That's the overall theme for the day today. So have an awareness of where you are in your space, in your time, okay, and being who you are. That's what I'm feeling from the moon anyway. And we are going to move on to the stars here. I'm just going to pop up Fiona's number calculation, because we've got the 16, the 32, the 42, and she is also calculating the pip numbers at the bottom with the 6, the 8, and that's a nothing. Yeah, that's just a suit one, because it is one of the extra cards out of the deck, so that doesn't have a number. As far as the 42, you don't get a pip from the usual playing deck of cards, is what I'm trying to say. So I'll just show that up again so that you can understand how that's structured. And it does mean we're on a 5-day, so it's not that hump. Things could feel a little chaotic, and could be why we've got the moon energy as part of where we're at today. In the home space, oh, good morning, Michaela. You've come in being able to see the live. Yay. I did give a little bit of a weather report to start with too, Michaela, just in case you thought I might have forgotten. I haven't. Here we go with the stars. This one in our home space. So it's a little bit more about, yes, understanding where we are in our present moment, but it's also bringing forward that star value, that come out and be seen, a dream coming true. In that sense, what you're doing is bringing forward what probably is destined from your natal chart in this instance. Not that you have to go out and learn astrology or anything. Just tap into that you're feeling is the strongest pull for you today. That's the shining star in your sky for what's happening in the home space, more especially here. So it could be there's birthdays close by, or recognition from something really good that you've done. You know, you've reached a goal and achieved something that's recognizable as, you know, your dream has come true. This type of thing, just have an awareness of it, so that as you're moving through, look, nothing is set in concrete. And there's a saying that I've really been, and why it is I don't know, but there's a saying that keeps popping into my head lately, that is, there's more than one way to swing a cat. And I don't know where that one comes from. Someone might be able to help out with that one. More ways than one to do anything. So, you know, it brings up that multitude of options and opportunities. Some shine out more than others, but there's definitely going to be that one that's going to be that sparkling bright star, almost like your Bethlehem star, that's going to lead you to whatever that goal is that's the ultimate for you at the moment, your focus for your family, for instance. So be mindful of that as you're moving through your day today. Okay, and I didn't swing over the cards to show the star to those on Instagram. Oopsie, sorry, because I have been shifting the actual focus to it. I'm just going to give that a moment for those on Instagram to have a look after I've spoken about it, of course, duh. And you're not going to see what I mean by the aspects I've been looking at. But there we go. It is that gorgeous bright star in that zodiac wheel. So it's got many meanings possible for us there. Now I'm going to move it back over to our compass card for the day today. And Michaela, you've missed all of the start, did you think? I think you're only, 2/3 of the way still to go-ish. You didn't miss all of it, Michaela, but lovely that you've got the intention to watch a replay. Thank you. Now with the workspace, and this is the extra to what is the normal Lenormand deck. It is our compass. Now have a look. Oh, just trying to hold this better. It's not an easy thing to hold when I'm trying to do it flat and pointing. The compass, it's got the directions on it, as we know, north, south, east, west, because that's how physically and with the way that man has learnt to understand more than just a flat earth thing, that we've got the directions that are linked with that is a magnetic pole. I cannot remember which scientist, which brain, which expert many centuries ago first discovered this, and I know it was centuries ago, as far as the magnetics and the pole directions and things. But just have a look at the right in the centre. I can see that looks like a sun. So it is directing us to that date, you know, in the east, rising, setting in the west, so that we align that way as part of how we sense our direction and find our way. So we're having the message for our workspace to really set ourselves, we are that is the centre, and we're wanting to face the direction we're moving toward. Okay, so set yourself so that you do understand where you're positioned right now, hence the stars and the moon. But it's also that sense of yourself right in the middle, being able to change your direction to face where you're needing to go, that guides you to that further waypoint, that further spot on the map, so to speak, that's giving you that pathway. So we're going to have those moments today where you might be setting out a a project in a plan, so that you've got that's the visual flow chart type aspect that you're going to look at. This could be help directing you to what is the next step, or it could be just a set of checklists. That probably doesn't give the same visual aspect as if you are setting it out on a map, on a plan on the table, that you can see where everything lays, ready to start the journey for something that might be new, or whether you find that you're actually in the middle of one and sort of slightly lost your direction and we're needing to realign. Replace yourself back into that aspect of where you are in the right moment and move forward. Take sense of the direction that you're going to take next and start to move. Get it flowing again, get it working, moving it as you need to. Okay, so I'm going to put this back and down so that those everywhere can see this again, while I just go back through the comments, because I've noticed, Sandra, more than one way to kill a cat, but cats have 9 lives. Almost a karmic thing, karma. Absolutely. Thanks for popping that one in. And lovely to have you here this morning as well. Those cute little emojis from Michaela, thank you. I think that is a thank you as well. So I suppose it's important to make good plans and have options. I do believe it's meant to be the best way to do things. It's not always what we do. And that's why I think we're being given redirection in it today, to recalibrate and get our sense of direction back. And good morning from Shaz. Especially since what we have is a couple of instances of what potentially is our natal chart influence and the planetary stars. That's the cosmic influence. Whether you believe it or not, it's a way of gauging where we're at, what possibilities we might have forward for ourselves, because it can be predictive, and it's a way to look back as to the past as well, to connect what big events we might have to the date in our natal chart, and you might be very surprised at the accuracy of how it did predict something along the line of that event, etc., etc. We have many different ways to show the path that we need to be moving toward or through, because it's not just that we have that is in front of us. We've got other visuals, the peripheral that we might see of what's happening around us as well, that can influence that direction and whether we change it or not. Like I said, that saying, many ways to swing a cat. And it'd be lovely to find out the origins of that. I might Google that, or these days there's a lot of people that are doing, let's chat GPT that and that sort of thing. Well, they're all the same thing. You ask a question, computerized stuff brings it back to us with an option, or 2 or 3, and we still need to check its accuracy, don't we? None of it is 100% accurate. So there we go, and thank you from Michaela, and those beautiful emojis. Thank you from Fiona to Roz, Girly, and all around. Thank you so much for those beautiful emojis again, and that wonderful string of hearts. It's almost like wearing pearls, isn't it? And we have got the main theme from the owls as being that is with love. So with love, move through your day today. And thanks, that's wonderful. Put your gloves on and have a fabulous day. Are you gardening? It'll be a perfect day for it. Keep being the best you, and I'll see you tomorrow around the same time. Have a wonderful, blessed day. Namaste. Got to put that one in. Thanks, Fiona. Bye.